First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham HaKadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the hopeful elect of the Hebrew Israelites. This is the brother Araki coming back with a lesson, and on this one, I want to speak on the evident downfall of Babylon the Great, which is known as America today. Okay, but scripturally, when you read Revelation 18, Revelation 17, that Babylon is talking about America. Okay, and just one thing I want to highlight, you have seen the past week, starting from past week, this so-called beef with this dude DJ Trump and Elon Musk. And you see, what you have to understand, these people are, these are puppets, you know. The politics is nothing short of a cinema, okay? It's just, you know, acting. You know, these are people that are following orders, and you shouldn't believe anything that's going on in those circles, man. You see, and seeing that there is this division, it also, however, fulfills prophecy, because it shows you that the nation that is divided, even at the so-called highest level, you know, president and the president's right-hand man, you know, are, you know, going fucking nuclear war on each other. You know, Elon Musk said that, you know, you can find Trump in the Epstein files. You see, so how would they, even in theory, you know, fix that relationship, you know, between them? How could you fix that, you know? And again, you know, we find the truth. We know not to trust, you know, these so-called entities that, you know, first and foremost are Edomites, and then have these, you know, these so-called representatives, these frontmen. No, we don't trust them. We don't trust anything they say. Okay? But as the picture is painted for the public to see, there's a big division, and, you know, it's a sign of prophecy. And also you can see that the collapse of this system is evident. You know, there is nothing to stop it. You cannot stop it. Okay? This is Revelation 17:1. And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore, which is America, that sitteth upon many waters, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. Okay, this goes into the other nations, you know, doing business with America, and at the same time, you know, being influenced by America's wickedness, okay, and their do as thou wilt spirit. You know, you see this in these Muslim countries. You see the woman, you know, wanting to get that, you know, woman's rib. they want to, you know, become rebellious and all that. You know, these are all the influences of Babylon. Okay, you see this fucking democracy going everywhere. You know, so-called capitalism, which this world system as a whole is it doesn't work. Okay, it's broken. It's very much so broken, and it's just very temporary. Yes, it can work for a while, for a short period of time, but is evident to fall sooner than later, because the world is at such a huge imbalance. Okay, there's too many people who are not happy. Okay, they are mourning. Okay, Proverbs 29:2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. So in the kingdom, people are going to rejoice because the righteous are going to be in authority. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn, which is the case today. And the people, they are fed up. Okay, they are not, you know, regarding their kings nor princes no more. Okay, I had to quote Birdman. You know, that's one legendary Breakfast Club scene, man. Yeah, man. But yeah, this world system, man, is very much at its end, and a token of that is that division that you're seeing. Okay, in America you see these Democrats and Republicans, and then with Donald Trump and Elon Musk, you see this beef going on. So there is not unity, and a nation which is divided in and against itself is cannot stand. So by that already you should know America is going down. Okay, Revelation 17:3. So he carried me away into the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet covered beast full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and the beast goes into NATO and the EU. Okay, and that woman, is America, which America is the head NATO country. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. Hey, I mean, for me, what I first sense about America, or what are the first things that come to mind, is these skyscrapers. Pretty much in all of the states, you have some kind of downtown with the, I guess it's called a silhouette. I don't know how you say it, but the downtown, the skyline, where you just see these skyscrapers with the lights on them, just glowing in the dark night. Okay, in Europe you may have that in 1 or 2 cities of a specific country, but America is pretty much all of the states. Okay, so they have that so-called glamour, that they are decked with code, and it looks nice on the outside, but inside is fucking infected with worms and parasites. Okay, verse 4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. Okay, because at the end of the day, America is filthy. Is drunken with the blood of the saints. Okay, verse 5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. Now, if you in Christianity, you would not know the breakdown of the scripture, but we know that it's talking about America, Babylon the Great. Okay, that's that mystery, because it's not obvious to each and every one. Okay, so let me get the scripture. Nation divided against itself. Okay, Mark 3:24. If a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. America is dead ass divided, man. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but has an end. And the physical representation of Satan, Esau, Edom, they are coming to their end, which is our beginning. It's just the beginning of the Israelite kingdom. Okay, 2 Ezra 6:9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Okay, so this beef with DJ Trump and Elon Musk is just another sign that America is divided, is going to fall, and is going to be replaced by righteous kingdom of the Israelites. Okay, so stay following these prophecies and stay sharp. Okay, stay prayed up. Lord willing, this was edifying, and it's on to the next one. Shalom.